You made it through to the fourth round on Saturday, but do you think the playing style of your team now is acceptable in your eyes?
I think that you always take into account that how your opponent is playing, and our opponent was defending with 10 players behind the ball, and I don't think it's easy. And you have seen all the results in the FA Cup. It was for not one club easy. Maybe when it was a game between Premier League clubs, then the result was a very big difference. So that's also what is nice at the FA Cup, because of the enthusiasm of the lower level clubs who give everything to make a result against a higher level club. And that's nice, and that's also why everybody is looking at this cup.
If you look at the final whistle, there weren't lots of people had already left their seats by the time that goal went in. What do you think that says about the fans' feelings about the team and the direction they're heading in?
I think that the fans has supported our team, and it is not an easy time now. So I think the fans were. How many stadiums were like our stadium? Full, I think. So you can mention, of course, how they leave, but you can also mention how they come in this stadium and to watch this FA Cup match.
When you first came to the club, you talked about the squad perhaps being broken and without confidence. Is your fixing job working, or are those things still there?
It's a process that I have said already many times, and we are in that process, and we have ups and downs. But now we have won 2 times in a row, and maybe it shall give us a boost. You never know. But now we are playing away, is also different. Newcastle United, I think, is playing very well. When I see the match against Arsenal, you are heading.
I'm a Newcastle fan.
Oh, okay.
I don't think they're playing well.
Okay. Now I think against Arsenal they play very well, but they didn't win, and that's the most important thing in football. So yeah. I don't hope that they win against us. We have to beat them.
But I know you've got the result, which is the important thing. But do you like the way that the team is playing football at the moment?
I've already answered the same question as your colleague. You have to take into account how the opponent is playing. It is not so easy to win against a defending team with 11 players on a square meter from 20 meters. And you can see that when you analyze the game, you can see that. And yeah, you can also be blind for that, but it is like that. When you doesn't score in the first 15 minutes, then you keep this always in 90 minutes also, because they are getting motivation out of the fact that we are not scoring.
It's not unusual though, Louis, for teams to come to Old Trafford especially and defend. It's happened a lot down the years, and I know in the past you've not entirely been happy with people like Paul Scholes offering their opinions, but he was very critical of your team's attacking intent on Saturday.
Yeah, but what I have to do now, react on Paul Scholes? You want that?
I think a lot of people think that what Paul is saying is a view widely shared by people who come to watch your team, and that is why so many people left before the final whistle.
They are not thinking that we could score, I think. And maybe also because of the traffic that they leave the stadium a few minutes earlier. There are many reasons to leave a stadium at the last minute. Me as a manager, when I was looking at matches to analyze our opponent, I have done that also in the beginning of my years as manager. Then I leave the stadium 5 minutes before. You never know what is the reason. And you can be very negative, but we are in the next round. We have won 2 matches in a row out of a very bad period. So you have to be happy as a fan of Manchester United that we are in the next round and that we have won 2 matches in a row.
But people would look at the performance on Saturday.
You are
and think that
discussing in the third person. You have to give your opinion,
okay.
and then I can answer your opinion, but not in a third person.
Against Chelsea, I thought, although you didn't win the game, Manchester United played really well. They attacked with purpose and looked as though they were capable of scoring goals. On Saturday, I didn't think that the team played in that way.
I do think that Sheffield United played in another style as Chelsea. And for a match, you do need 2 teams to play a game that attract.
Louis, how much of a concern is it to you, though, that the fans, there was ironic cheering when a shot came in after about an hour? The fans were almost amusing themselves because there'd been so little action in that department.
Yeah, I can understand that because it was a fact that we are not shooting too much, that we are not were able to shoot at the goal so much, and that they are ironical. I can imagine. Because I have said that also. This is the first shot after 20 minutes, for example. Yeah.
Is it a case then, though, that you are a manager that maybe is more concerned about the opposition and what they might do than what Manchester United can do to the opposition?
Do you know that? Do you know that?
I'm asking you, is that...
Oh, this is a question now. Because first you have a suggestion, and then I have to answer the question.
No, I said, are you a manager that is more concerned about the opposition?
No, I'm not more concerned about the opposition. It's a part of the job. When you have a conversation, when I have a conversation with you, feel also what you want to ask.
Okay.
And that is the same thing with an opponent. You have to know what they want and how they play, and then you can help your players. But I do think that I'm more thinking how we have to attack, how we have to improve, and of course the ball speed of the passes and so on, than only defending. But because we are defending very well, you are asking this question. But it's only organization. And attack is also more creativity and also more intuition than defending.